Before we jump in, don't forget to subscribe for more real-life stories like this. It really helps the channel. The office party had begun innocently enough. Streamers hung from the ceiling. Soft music floated through the room, and colleagues mingled with drinks in hand. I, Melissa, showed up dressed to impress, ready to flaunt my newfound freedom. Daniel, my husband, was there too, probably tucked into a corner, quietly nursing his drink, enduring the night in silence. What I didn't expect was how bold I felt, champagne in hand, laughing at his expense, tossing subtle glances at Mark. I felt confident, daring, and utterly unaware of the storm approaching. Across the room, Mark caught my eye. We shared a private, knowing smile, a silent pact that in this space, we were untouchable. I moved toward him, weaving through the crowd, deliberately brushing past one of Daniel's friends. A calculated move meant to annoy him. "Oh, didn't see you there," I said mockingly, my words dripping with sarcasm. He stiffened but stayed silent. My pulse raced, not with fear, but with a thrill of what I assumed was total control. Weeks of planning small humiliations for him had led to this moment. I leaned toward Mark, whispering a joke about Daniel, laughing softly, so only he could hear. Daniel's eyes never left me, but I misread his calm as hesitation or embarrassment. Around us, co-workers chatted, oblivious to the tension simmering just beneath the surface. I felt untouchable, the queen of the room, relishing the power my audacity demanded. Then slowly, deliberately, Daniel began to move toward me. No shouting, no dramatic gestures, just steady, measured steps. Each movement made my pulse quicken, but I still believed I ruled this moment. "Melissa," he said quietly, his voice calm, almost gentle, but underneath there was a terrifying control. I froze, unsure whether to laugh, deflect, or walk away. My mockery, my playful games, my confidence, all vanished in an instant, leaving me exposed in front of everyone I knew. By the time he reached me, the room seemed to fall silent. Even the music faded. Conversations halted as colleagues watched, captivated by the unfolding scene. Daniel's eyes locked onto mine, seeing through every lie, every deception, every indiscretion I had hidden behind my charm. My knees weakened, laughter gone, replaced with a creeping realization. I was no longer in control. He didn't raise his voice. He didn't yell. He leaned in just close enough for me to hear. "You're going to regret tonight." A shiver ran down my spine, a mix of fear and adrenaline. I glanced at Mark, hoping he might intervene, but he, too, looked stunned. Daniel's calm composure masked something far more dangerous than anyone had expected. Colleagues hovered, unsure whether to step in or simply witness. Then Daniel moved closer, lightly resting a hand on my shoulder, a touch both grounding and suffocating. "Everyone here sees you for who you really are," he continued softly. In that moment, the weight of exposure hit me fully. My smirks, my teasing, my mocking jokes, all gone, replaced by the stark reality of betrayal and arrogance laid bare. I wanted to laugh, deflect, even escape, but my body froze under his gaze and the silent judgment of everyone around. Mark tried to speak, but Daniel turned his icy stare on him. Mark faltered instantly, realizing Daniel was no longer a husband hurt by betrayal. He was a man fully in control, composed, and terrifyingly calm. The energy in the room shifted. What began as playful audacity had become a silent reckoning. I wanted to vanish, to hide, but I couldn't escape the weight of his eyes and the unspoken power he wielded. Humiliation washed over me, thick and suffocating, as hands trembled slightly and my face burned. Colleagues shifted uneasily, some looking away, others wide-eyed, absorbing the tension. The truth hit me. Actions have consequences. No amount of charm or manipulation could save me from this. Daniel didn't need to raise his voice or publicly confront me. His calm, unwavering presence conveyed everything. The room held its collective breath. Finally, Daniel released his hand, stepping back slightly. His expression softened, yet the warning lingered like smoke. "This ends tonight," he said quietly. I was speechless. The humiliation I felt wasn't just about being caught. It was about being exposed to the person I had let myself become, the lies I had hidden, the arrogance that made me think I could toy with his life and emotions without consequence. The rest of the party passed in a blur. I stayed silent, my laughter gone, replaced with shame. Daniel moved through the room calm and composed, while I sat, reflecting on my choices under the watchful eyes of everyone I had tried to impress. Every glance felt like judgment, magnifying a lesson I had just learned. The power I thought I had wielded was gone, leaving me utterly exposed. By the end of the night, I understood the harsh truth. Betrayal, arrogance, and mockery can be shattered with calm authority and quiet control. Daniel didn't yell. He didn't fight. He didn't create a spectacle. He simply reclaimed the narrative, and in that silence, I was frozen and humiliated. Everyone witnessed it. Every judgmental glance, every subtle whisper, magnifying a lesson I could never forget. That night changed everything. Not just my view of Daniel, but my understanding that deceit, manipulation, and arrogance only last until someone truly in control decides to reclaim their power.